I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in the UK test, part 583, where you're doing leg injury prevention training. And if you participate in the leg injury prevention training in the second half of the video, that's at your own risk. In this video, so we're looking always for something in this whole book, we're repeating it all, we have learned it all, but now we're repeating it, and we're always looking for a little topic about which we can make a separate video. And the idea is now for the shadow cabinet. We now hear about the shadow cabinet. That all over just the opposition and the leader also, they are there to point out the government's failures and its weaknesses in their point of view. And that can happen at the Prime Minister's questions time once a week. And the leader of opposition also appoints senior opposition MPs to be shadow ministers. They form the shadow cabinet, and their role is to challenge the government and put forward alternative policies. I want to make a little annotation at this point. I don't know if it happens in reality, because I never heard of it. I heard some people talking about it, but not like someone presenting them in the parliament, and this is that person and he's the shadow minister for it. So I don't know if it actually happens, if it's something which people just talk about or if it actually happens. I heard a couple of times people talking about, so I don't want to say it's not real, but when we're talking about it like that, and because when I want to present it in the moment, the way we learned it, I want at least at one time say, I don't know if it actually exists and I've never seen that happening. In other words, I have no idea what I'm talking about. So there is a shadow cabinet, and there are the shadow ministers. Is it even called shadow cabinet? Where have I a term for? The leader of the opposition also appoints senior. Yes, they form a shadow cabinet. Okay, and their role is to challenge the government, put forward alternative policies. I'm gonna explain it in the way I understand it. Now we're trying to prepare our video which we want to do about the shadow cabinet, so that other people can look what is the shadow cabinet. We have more information about it than anyone else. So. And it's pretty clear from the book that my information is from the book. There's voting happening in the United Kingdom, and then there wins a political party, and that political party, the leader of that political party becomes the Prime Minister, and the leader of a second strongest political party becomes the leader of the opposition. And this leader then appoints a few of his fellow party members to become shadow ministers. So, while the Prime Minister is selecting some people to become his real ministers for, I want to name a bit more on this time, education, health, education or health, I just say defense then. It would be nice if we have a bit more than this 3, around 20, do I say here. We have something else. What was Margaret Thatcher? It was also education and science. Education and science. Education, health, or defense. Education or health. And I say it as I understand it. They pretend them to be the cabinet, but they are not really. So they are just the shadow cabinet. And they are trying to challenge the government in its positions of the real ministers, and they putting forward alternative policies. I can't really. If it would be really happening, the way I explain it, why have I never seen this happening? Because it sounds really interesting. Okay, let's try to do it. I think we have it all. I have a second camera rolling, and on that I was speaking of that, I'm trying to say what we had just before we started with the voting. The shadow cabinet. In the United Kingdom, there's voting happening, and the party with the most votes for it becomes the leading party. That party has the leader, and that person becomes the Prime Minister. And the second strongest party in that all voting becomes the opposition. And the leader of the opposition now selects a few of his fellow members to become the shadow ministers. The Prime Minister is selecting a few of his fellow members to become actual ministers for education, health or defense. Whereas the leader of a position just selects a few people and they are becoming then the shadow cabinet, shadow ministers. They are not the real ministers, but they are a bit pretending to be that. And now they are also looking then what can be done in the country, and the real ministers are really doing all these departments, and the other ones are looking for alternative policies, and they are challenging then the ideas of the real ones. And that is according to the Life in UK Test Handbook, page 140. I think it was at least interesting. An interesting view into politics. And it could happen that way. Nothing is against what is written here, and I think the way I explained it could be happening immediately. The people could do what I just said immediately without any problems. Maybe it isn't happening today. We need time for the leg injury prevention training, so maybe we have a minute more. I'm going to stop the second camera. But we're not going to do anything really useful now. So we're starting with the leg injury prevention training. In the next video, we're going to do the cabinet. So the real cabinet. We're working, that's pretty complex here. These are 10-15 pages, and always there's a little bit written to the parliament and the voting. So we're taking the easiest thing bit by bit. We're making the next video something about the cabinet, the real cabinet, that will be pretty similar, and when we're working on and looking for the next subject. So if you're just here for the cabinet or something else for learning for the Life in UK test, you can go directly to the next video, because we will do just now the leg injury prevention training. If you participate in the leg injury prevention training, that is at your own risk. We're bringing one leg up, we're doing the greeting mushroom, and we're bringing the foot up and down, up and down, and up and down, and now the other foot. Bringing it up, up. Now we're doing the trunk igniter, legs wide apart, we're breathing in and count down. And breathe out. Again in. And out. Again in. And out. And last round, breathe in. Out. Now breathe in, close the legs. And out. And the next exercise, we're having a good standing leg, the other legs will flex in the air, and we're swinging it to the front and to the side. Party system. Anyone aged 18 or over can stand for election as an MP. So yes, here under party system, they're now writing something about the MPs in the House of Commons. So if we're talking about the House of Commons or the Members of Parliament, we should do a video about the Members of Parliament, when we have to know what is written here under the party system. But if they're just doing it, the people just 18 years old standing for MP, it is unlikely that they win the vote, unless they have been nominated to represent one of the major political parties. And these are the Conservative Party, the Labour Party, and the Liberal Democrats, or one of the parties representing Scottish, Welsh, or Northern Irish interests. Next exercise, for the front and back. There are a few members of parliaments who do not represent any of the main political parties. They are called independents and usually represent an issue important to their constituency. The main political parties actively look for members of a... So that is mostly about members of parliament, not the party system. The main political parties, now about the party system, the main political parties actively look for members of the public to join their debates, which change the leg, to join the debate, contribute to their costs, and help at the elections for parliament or for local government. They have branches in most constituencies and hold policy-making conferences each year. Pressure and lobby groups are organizations which try to influence government policies. They play an important role in politics. Some are representative organizations such as the CBI, Confederation of British Industry, which represents the views of British businesses. Other campaign on particular topics such as the environment, for example Greenpeace, or human rights, for example Liberty. Next exercise, one leg up, right angle with the leg, flexed foot, even line tips, taller with the back, breathe in, and out the leg to the side, breathe again in, out leg in the middle, and down. And we're bringing the leg up, we're breathing in, out the leg to the side, again in, out leg in the middle, and out. And again, leg up, breathe in, out to the side, breathe again in, out into the middle, and down. And the last time again, leg, breathe in, out, again. Out into the middle and down. Next exercise, we are bringing one leg up and we are pressing from the inside against the knee. Right angle with the leg, flex foot, even aligned hips, taller with the back. Now the other leg up. Right angle with the leg, flex foot, even aligned hips, taller with the back. They have a little bend in here. A little longer. And the next exercise, leg up, same setup, and the knee presses up to the side. The knee presses up to the side. Right angle for the leg, flexed foot, even like it, and the other leg. The knee presses up and to the side. Even line dips, taller for the back, the knee presses up to the side. Next exercise. I think we're there. So one hand on tummy, one lower back, and we're lifting one leg in a straight line up. If the quad muscles cramp, then bring the leg up and point the foot. Bring the leg up, flex foot, try to bring the leg higher. Control with the hands, but you don't fall back, so try to bring the leg higher. Try to bring the leg higher. And bring it in. And the other leg. Bring it up. Try to bring the leg higher. Try to don't fall back and try to bring the leg higher. A little longer, try to bring it higher. And bring it up and point the foot. And next exercise, the pipette. One leg with the toes to the outside, the other leg with the heel onto the ground, and we're lifting the leg off the ground and placing it again on the ground. Don't do too many. Base the civil service. And the civil servants support the government in developing and implementing its policies. They also deliver public services. Civil servants are accountable to ministers. They are chosen on merit and are politically neutral. They are not political appointees. People can apply to join the civil service through an application process, like other jobs in the UK. Civil servants are expected to carry out their roles of dedication and a commitment to the civil service and its core values for changing the leg. And these core values are integrity, honesty, objectivity, and impartiality, and also including to be politically neutral. We could do a video about these core values. I think we should do it. We have a good source to point to. It's from the Home Office, so why not use this as a source and say these are the core values according to the source of the Home Office. So we're going to do a video, and then we're just going to say these 4 or 5, and we also say that it's dedication, commitment to the civil service, maybe 1 or 2 things more to the civil service. So we're going to do a video about the core values, but we will then mention a bit about the civil service, how it works itself. Next exercise, you can do one variant, you just do the stem, leg up and down. You can do the horse, bring the leg in and out, and in and out, don't kick yourself right behind you. Or you can do another exercise, you swing the leg back, and the upper part of the body goes in the same moment down, and the upper part, the back leg comes up, head flex foot at the single leg, and try to be tall with a standing leg. And try not to fall in the abdomen. And one last one. And now the other leg. Flex foot into the leg which swings back. Come at the same time with the upper part of the body down when the leg comes up. You tall with a standing leg and try not to fall in the abdomen. And the last two. And the closing exercise. Breathing in. And out. In. And out. That was the last one. Breathe in. And out. I thank you very much. And until the next time.